LOL girl, what's your job? Sitting in your basement devouring mac and cheese all day being judgmental AF? Coming after the queens while looking like that is a choice. Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina and I've pissed off K-pop stans again. What scandal are we at now? Like number 876? It's been a long time coming. Now, I don't usually or very often come on here and be like, I'm receiving hate. And I don't want this to be that type of video. I really want this to be lighthearted and fun, and we can discuss some ridiculous elements about K-pop stan culture. So I'll reiterate, I don't want to, incite pity towards me, because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my own shit, and if this is something that affects me so much, then I should deal with it accordingly. I think this will actually be really good for my mental health because I want to look at some of the ridiculous comments and backlash towards my most recent quote-unquote scandal. I say often that I'm K-pop canceled, where it's just a ton of backlash over something that I personally don't necessarily agree with. I'm definitely no stranger of people taking what I say out of context and making it into something that it doesn't need to be. I've spoken about this on this channel about, the backlash when I was reviewing Kingdom. And on my vlog channel, I've talked about, Twice stans hating me, getting really interesting emails sent from someone's school account. And I don't think they knew that I could see the disclaimer at the bottom of their email saying which school they're actually from. It's therapeutic sometimes to look over this stuff. And, I don't want to get into similar mindsets that I've had in previous instances where I've received a lot of backlash, where I just, I stop uploading. I really let it get to me. I never dealt with it properly. So now these days, when I receive even just a bit of backlash, I tend to catastrophize everything and think wow, I'm really such a terrible person. Why am I so bad? And it's reflected in, how often I upload and all that jazz. The past 6 months, I've been really struggling to upload. Only recently I've started to be it's fine if people don't like you, they don't have to like you. So I want to face that today. I want to face my comment section and not feel bad for myself and not feel like I can't respond, because it is discouraging sometimes to see people with 500k, 1 million, 5 million subscribers, and their comment sections are so nice. So it leaves me wondering, am I really that terrible, or are these other YouTubers they have better filters than I do? So I think this will be therapeutic for me anyways. So if you're interested in this, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends who don't have. So let me set the scene. Basically, a couple of days ago, Girls' Generation came out with their song to commemorate their 15th anniversary, Forever One. Some see the irony in that, but I'll be damned if I'm the one to point that out. No, jokes. See, this is what gets me in trouble. I posted a review of Girls' Generation Forever One, and I thought it was so tame. And that's my issue sometimes. For some videos that I upload, I think, wow, this is a little bit too spicy. I'm really scared. What if people misinterpret what I'm about to say in this video? But then there are videos like the Girls' Generation one where I really think nothing of it. I think there's really no possibility of any backlash. I actually thought that video would be a flop. But it's always those videos. It's always the videos where you don't think anything of it, where you think it's really tame. I find people can be so mean in some videos and it doesn't incur any backlash. And then sometimes when I'm so fucking tame in my videos, I'm extra tame because I'm just, I'm not feeling like being the most hated K-pop YouTuber. And it's those videos that get me backlash. And I'm just where did I go wrong? Am I out of touch? Let me know. Am I actually out of touch? Do I not understand what my audience wants? At my very core, I do try to be not controversial, and I don't know how I end up being so controversial. In my review, I basically said that I missed Jessica. I'll show you. I inserted a picture of her into OT8. Let me just fix this. Then I go on to say that of course I'm bitter that she left. I really loved Girls' Generation as OT9. I have nostalgic feelings towards that. Number one, people are really angry that I brought up Jessica. Number two, they're really mad that I said since Jessica left, Girls' Generation sounds more like an SM group, whereas before I think they had a more Girls' Generation sound. I mean, is it not true? I do have to say that the beginning especially feels more SM than Girls' Generation. I feel I'm used to hearing them. I feel like Girls' Generation really had their own sound. In the beginning. I don't know why. When Jessica left, I feel like they really started sounding like an SM group. And here I'm feeling all these busy elements that we tend to, hear in SM songs. I'm also going to reiterate that I said I don't expect them to sound the same as they did 15 years ago. I said that. I did say that. But then the last thing I think people are mad about is that I said the music video has no storyline. Zero storyline. Are we surprised? And I hate to break it to you, but it doesn't. It does not have a storyline. But I'll defend that as we go through these comments. Girls' Generation has been without Jessica longer than with. Can we stop bringing this stupid shit up all the time? Gross behavior. Grow up. Jeez. That's all I have to say. Like, it just... Again, am I out of touch? I feel like my video was so tame. So then to get videos like this is gross behavior, I'm just left being gaslit into thinking like that I actually hate Girls' Generation. I mean, after reading these, we of course have some gatekeepers. This song is not for non-sons. Sorry, but it's true. And actually, we don't care about Jessica. We live in 2022, not 2014. Time to move on. That's another thing. When I uploaded my video, again, I thought it was super tame. I was also under the impression that we all missed Jessica. Like, I didn't think there was so much hate for her. This person also followed up with, also, let me say one more thing. If you want Jessica, support her stuff, react to her videos. She's not Girls' Generation anymore, and she will never be. Accept that and move on for your health. I mean, I wasn't really pressed about it. Like, it's just so funny that people think like I'm obsessed. I don't follow either. I don't follow Jessica or Girls' Generation. I just miss the past. I mean, it's nostalgia. I don't know what people want from me. As far as I know, she didn't do anything illegal. As far as I know, we actually don't fully know the story either. And having been a fan from 2008 to 2014, I mean, yeah, I feel a certain way and other people do feel a certain way, especially since it is their 15th anniversary. I also said in the video, it feels like, we're robbing her of so many anniversaries. She was there too. That's how I know Girls' Generation is OT9. Another thing I find funny, everyone and their mothers was literally telling me, after Jessica wrote that book exposing everyone, do you really think they would let her back into Girls' Generation? First of all, I don't expect anything. She wrote that book after she was blacklisted in the industry. Do we all remember Jessica not being able to promote her songs on music shows? There was no chance she would ever be let back into the group. Let's be honest. And I'd be mad too. I would have written a book too. Like, no, she didn't write a book and then suddenly there was some bad blood. There was bad blood before the book. This one I think was trying to shade me. Basically, I don't know. I didn't really understand it, so the full effect was ultimately lost. But it says, appreciate it when you have it until the much awaited 21 comeback, when that will be. I think they're trying to be like, well, 21's not out here having a comeback, so shut the fuck up. I'm gonna tell you, I actually don't anticipate my faves who have disbanded or have been gone a long time to have a comeback. I mean, this is controversial, but sometimes it's better for groups to just not have a comeback, because then you run the risk of having a bad song. Shut up, get a life. Pretty simple, straight to the point. Your opinion shouldn't matter if you're saying the song has no meaning. Didn't say that. I said the music video had no storyline, which it doesn't. Girl, go touch grass with all that. How about you stop using Jessica and Girls' Generation in the same sentence for clickbait? Seriously, stop. Was it really clickbait? Because the thumbnail was pretty accurate to what I was talking about. But I get it. If you became a fan 4 years ago, like you wouldn't care about Jessica. Like, why would you? This comment is actually in defense of me. I'll just say this since I'm seeing many critiquing the same thing over and over, and y'all free to have your opinions. That is true, but when it is for something so insignificant as Angelina not knowing the storyline, she clearly stated she hasn't followed the group. That's not my thing with y'all. Many of you think everyone has to be breathing the same air as their idols and know what they do 24/7 to be a true fan, and that's not true. It's not healthy. People are free to just be casual fans or fans of the music or normal listener and point out that they don't understand something in a video, and that's pretty much it. She hasn't even been keeping up with Jessica lately and was just making funny jokes but calling her obsessed in many things. See, this is why many see it as K-pop fans as toxic, because the moment someone says the slightest negative thing or even jokes of a group, they get chastised. Please stop. I mean, I definitely agree with that. To me, it does seem very insignificant. Yes, I said there's no storyline because there isn't, but I did point out like all the references I could find. Like, I was having fun experiencing this music video, this 15th anniversary victory track alongside everyone. Some of you don't even know who Jessica is, so LOL girl, what's your job? Sitting in your basement devouring mac and cheese all day being judgmental AF? Coming after the queens while looking like that is a choice. Oh my god, I'm fat. This is funny because I don't remember coming after Girls' Generation. In fact, I was pretty nice reviewing their song. I could have said this is SM trash and just fucked off, but I didn't. The backlash sometimes just feels so misdirected. But I was there with you guys, alongside you guys, feeling nostalgic about it. But anyways, so this is someone's thoughts on the storyline, the fact that I said there's no storyline, and then we'll talk about how there's actually no storyline. So this is a whole fucking thread. This has 25 likes. The original has like 150 likes. Like, I'm just constantly getting ratioed in my comment section. But anyways, I find it disrespectful when she said that the MV had no storyline, when in fact, she's no longer following Girls' Generation's career. Of course, some fans or people will get offended, especially that they've been waiting for this comeback for 5 years, and you'll hear some people say, no storyline? Are we surprised? Like, girl, seriously, if you are no longer following Girls' Generation's career for the past years, then saying something like that is so unnecessary. I know she said more nice things about them, but still, my faves didn't work hard just for someone to say that their music or music video has no storyline. This is what we're getting mad about. Like, I would understand if I was out here like berating Girls' Generation, being like, they suck, their music sucks, how dare they kick Jessica out, how selfish. But what we're getting mad at is the fact that I said the music video has no storyline. Like, to me, it was a passing thought. It wasn't something that I thought, people are really going to fixate on this. And I don't agree with this. I don't agree that there was a storyline. To me, a storyline is like MBlack's This Is War. It has a beginning, it has a story with characters, and then it ends. But people are so offended because they're saying, well, in the music video, it shows them doing their individual things, and then they come together as one. To me, that is symbolic. It's not really a storyline. It's not really an engaging from beginning to end. You're wondering what's going to happen. And maybe that's just like a linguistic difference, and we're fighting over something we are fighting over something that's really not that deep. But that's where I'm coming from when I say there's no storyline. Of course, a lot of music videos have symbolism. But for example, Somi's XOXO, we have characters in that music video. We have things happening, and from beginning to end, you're wondering what's going to happen. To me, it's just a fun way to point out that 4th gen music videos tend to be more face shots. But there are storylines in some music videos. For me, I didn't think anything of it, but it seems some people are incredibly offended by that. So let me know in the comments down below. Was it disrespectful for me to say there's no storyline when I in fact did not see a storyline? Symbolism, yes. I even sat there with you guys making references to past music videos, to outfit similarities. I'm not here trying to be like, this group sucks because they have no storyline. Like, that's not it. This comment's pretty funny because it just shows how easily fights can start. I can't think of myself as special that I'm like offending people, because people will literally get offended by things that were not said. I can agree that without Jessica, Gigi wasn't the same for me. Jessica's tone was such a signature sound for Girls' Generation. I still love the girls, but till this day, I'm still very sad that Jessica has gone. This is a thought. Someone misses Jessica. I don't think it's a crime. Someone literally responded, well, your loss because Girls' Generation sounds amazing. Even without her, they're a group of talented singers, and their harmonies in this album was so good that Kenzie called their vocals god tier. A miss for you, a win for us. I failed to see where the OP said that Girls' Generation sounded terrible. It's just like when Minzy left 21 and they came out with their song Goodbye. I love that song. It's beautiful. It's amazing. But of course, I'm always going to think back, Minzy should have been there. It doesn't mean 21 sounded bad in the song. They sounded pretty good. This is an example of why I don't respond to things, because it's never going to be constructive. It's never going to be constructive. So they're quoting me. They start sounding like an SM group after Jessica left. Jessica didn't even have the power to not get her ass kicked out of the group, or power over the other 8 members to keep her as a member of Girls' Generation, like Sol, Sue, and Tiffany, even after they left SM. let alone the power to define Girls' Generation music style. And literally, I Got a Boy sounds totally different from Kissing You or G. So I responded, like, I just didn't vibe with their music after she left. It's not that deep. Like, I also don't remember me ever saying that she directly influenced their musical style. In fact, I remember acknowledging that I don't expect them to sound the same as they did 12 years ago. It's just so funny. Like, people get mad at things that I didn't say that. You could argue and stretch that I implied it, but that's the thing. Like, when I make videos, I can't think of every single possible misinterpretation of what I said, you know? My videos would be unwatchable if I had to think of like every single detail to add so that people don't misunderstand. And I get caught up in that a lot. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this. Well, you have to say this afterwards because people are gonna say, like, it gets a lot. You know, I could sit there and try to explain what I actually meant at the core of it all, but you're still not gonna agree. You're still not gonna like look at the vocal editing in Forever One and compare it to 12 years ago. It's obviously different. From 2014 on, some people agree that they sounded a little different. It doesn't mean Jessica influenced anything. It could be just, you know, the natural progression of things. But like, imagine how exhausting it would be to have to think of every single rebuttal ever for every single thought you have in a video. Like, no, I did not say she influenced their musical style. I didn't even imply that she had the power to do so. I just pointed out something that I noticed, and the causes could be anything. But anyways, that was actually pretty fun, and I want to thank you for joining me. Again, lighthearted and fun. These are public comments that people have made. I did have one weirdo come to my Instagram, but it was just one. People come onto my page and they're mean to me and they call me obsessed, but I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know who you are, and you're here stalking my page waiting for me to upload so that you could try and upset me? Again, I'm open to criticism and I don't think I'm above ever making mistakes. And again, let me know, did I actually cross a line? Let me know in the comments down below. That is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want me to tackle the backlash I receive rather than just letting it slide and letting it muster up into something that it isn't, because sometimes it can get weird. It can get really weird if I don't address it, or if you would just rather I do this on my second channel. I don't plan on this being a series that I do. Like, I really hope not. Contrary to what people think, I do try to not offend people. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also join my channel members by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. As for me, I'm gonna move on from this. No hard feelings towards someone's. The majority of you were really nice, and even if you didn't agree with me, you were nice about it. But I'm gonna get going. Bye. You know, it's really funny. It's actually so funny because I've seen the skinniest people being called fat, and it's really made me think a lot, because I'm like, if they're being called fat and I'm being called fat, then am I even fat? I feel like when people call me fat, I'm actually being gaslit into thinking that I'm actually skinny, because you guys just call anyone fat at this point. Like, what am I supposed to think? Skinny legend? No, but seriously, it's not an insult.